high energy of line dance fever and fitness. This is an instructional video for the line dance Assurance, choreographed by Jeterbug and the Bull City Sliders out of Durham, North Carolina, to the song Assurance by Davido. It's a one-wall dance with 3 parts. Each part is done with the music, so as you get familiar with the song, you'll get familiar with the musical cues for what to do. Part 1, we're stepping in place. Right, left, kick. Right, left, right, kick. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Hold that left leg up just for a brief moment. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5. So swing that left leg back and slide back on 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, left, kick. Right, left, right, kick. Slide back left. Bring the right leg back and cross right, left over the right. So that was right, left, kick. Right, left, right, kick. Slide and cross. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 5, 6 and 7. From here, we're doing an out and cross, out and cross, out and cross, out and cross. But as we out and cross, out and cross, so you're from the front. But as we do those, you'll always quarter turn to your left when you start with the right, and half turn right when you start with the left. So from the right over the left, this looks like right, left, right, half turn, quarter turn, half turn, and tap. So do that with 5, 6, 7, quarter left, half right, quarter left, half right, tap the right, tap. And that'll conclude part 1, so let's put all that together. 5, 6, 7, 8, right, left, kick, right, left, right, kick, slide it left, and cross, out and turn, half turn right, quarter turn left, half turn right, tap. You'll do the same thing on the back wall in its entirety, all the way up to the turns and tapping with the right hand. So, I'll do both walls for you right now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8. Right, left, kick, right, kick, slide back left, and cross. Quarter left, half right, quarter left, half right, tap the right. So notice when I got back here, quarter, half, tap, right, left. I had a moment to catch it. I didn't have to go tap, right, left. So don't worry about rushing into it. You can feel it with the beat. That's part 1. Again, it's done twice, just like that. Now, from part 2, when we tap, we do have to immediately move. So part 2 begins on the right foot. Show you a side view. And tick, come back, and tick, come back, and hold. Move back left, right. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's a little pause in there. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. On the pause, you want to put a little bounce in it, feel free. Before I continue part 2, let me go from the back and show you going into part 2. So you see what I mean, what I said a moment ago, that from the tap to part 2, you got to move immediately. Right, out, turn, left and turn, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, tap and tick, and hold, left, right. So hopefully you see what I mean from there. Once we come from the hold, back left, right, calypso left, calypso right with a tap rock, right, left, half turn into your left, into part 2. Let's put all that together. And tick, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, tap, 5, 6. Do it again, and tick, come back, and tick, come back, and hold, back up, left, out and in, right, out, tap, in, rock your forward, turn, 2, 3, 4. Into parts 1 and 2. Last part. We're doing a salsa or push back, coach to the step. However you want to execute it, put a little U in there. So if you want to do the salsa with the hips or simply straight line dance, push back, coach to step, however you want to do it. Add your own little flavor to it. The key is leading with the right, we're going counterclockwise around to our left. leg that moves forward is gonna hit the corner. So right up. You'll straighten up to the side wall when you bring the left leg back. Then the corner, back wall. Then the corner, side wall. Then the corner, front wall with a tap. You gotta tap because we're gonna do the exact same thing, opposite direction, opposite leg. So left foot will be corner, right foot, back on the side, up in the corner, back on the back wall, up in the corner, back in the side wall, up in the corner, back in the front, and tap. So, that's part 3. Let's go around both ways. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right up, left back, right up, left back, right up, left back, right up, back with a tap. Reverse, left up, right back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Corner, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Part 3 is always followed by doing part 2 again. So when we came around, back, just like going from part 1 to 2. Tap and tick, and hold, come back. So you do part 2 in its entirety, including the rock around, tick again on the back wall, rock around, back to the front. So your sequence is parts 1, 2, and 3. You can hear with the music, part 2 has 2 musical cues to it, or 2 musical segments to it that sound the same. So parts 1, 2, and 3, then part 2 again, and that's a full rotation. You'll do a second rotation just like that, part 1, 2, and 3, and part 2 again. Third rotation, you can hear with the music, part 2 still needs to happen again. So after we went part 1, 2, 3, and 2 on the second rotation, you'll do part 2 again, then you can hear the chorus come back in, that's part 3. Part 2 always follows part 3. So you'll do part 2 again, and then you'll finish the dance with part 1. So again, that's parts 1, 2, 3, and 2. 1, 2, 3, and 2. 2, 3, 2, and 1. And again, you can hear with the music. The music definitely tells you what to do. You might get a little confused between the first musical cue for part 2 and part 1, but I assure you, get it? Assure, see what I did there? I assure you, if you listen to the music, you'll be able to distinguish between parts 1 and 2. So what I'm going to do now is give you a full rotation, parts 1, 2, 3, and I'll go back to part 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, right, left, kick, slide back, and cross, quarter turn left, half turn right, quarter turn left, half turn right, tap the right, left, kick, slide back, and cross, quarter turn, cross, half turn, quarter turn, half turn, and tap, and tick, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, out left, right with a tap, right out, 2, 3, and tick, and tick, and tick, and hold, bounce, maybe even clap right there, out left, out right, rock, 1, 2, 3, to the corner, right up, left, back, to the corner, back wall, corner, side wall, to the corner, front wall with a tap, left up, right back, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a tap, and tick, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, rock, one more time, and tick, and hold, left, right calypso left, and right with the tap, that's the whole dance. Slide and cross. So again, that's Assurance, name of dance and song, choreographer Jeterbug of the Bull City Sliders, artist for the song Davido. I'm High Energy, Line Dance Fever and Fitness. Enjoy the dance.